what's going on with my headset audio, but it's literally here. Hello. Okay, I guess it just needed unplugged and plugged back in. All right, anyways, guys, welcome back to this series. This is my series of my super flat city. So if you saw the last episode, which you guys actually liked a little bit more than the survival series, we got better responses on the views there. If you're watching this live, you can go watch these later on my YouTube channel, Blind Sandwich, if you're interested. Um, Today I'm gonna work on these apartments, which I think I mentioned in the last video. I'm probably gonna call something really funny like Poverty Point. Sorry if I clear my throat a lot in this. For some reason lately, I've been really phlegmy, and I don't really know why. So I apologize for that. It's really gross. But yeah, we're all good. Right now, I'm just gonna start putting up these walls for the interior of these apartments. Basically, this is like a little kitchen area. It's gonna be bathroom in here, and then a little bedroom back there, and then a little living space. Nothing too fancy, just enough for someone who doesn't have all the money in the world. So, Poverty Point or Alimony Acres. I'll let you guys decide that. Just try to throw a little bit of humor in this world. But yeah, I know in a little bit we're actually gonna be doing another stream. We're gonna be doing some Minecraft survival with Dad and Liv. And that'll be a good time. I forgot that I do spruce slabs up here, so let me grab this real quick. Bonk. And then bonk. Oh, damn, it's only 4 wide. Damn, it's a small-ass fucking apartment. Okay, that's fine. They're cheap for a reason. No viewers yet, but that's understandable. I'm literally just sitting here clearing my throat and putting up walls. Also, guys, I don't know why I just decided to do this on this build. I feel like it's very much a like a 2011, 2012 thing. Up until like really 2014 to build walls with wool and an interior. I feel like I definitely saw that on a lot of like my childhood favorite YouTubers. Like I definitely saw a lot of worlds they would play on, like modded worlds that had wool for interior wall blocks. And that's just not a common thing you see anymore, but I think with the context of these apartments, I think it gives kind of a nice texture almost. And once I get furniture in here, you won't notice as much the direct pattern being the same as the floor on the walls. So, I mean, there's a lot of building techniques that, I mean, even I'm not good at yet. You know what I mean? Like, I've been playing this game literally since, like, 2010. I mean, I was 6 years old. And, or I want to say it was, like, 2011. Because my next door neighbor, he got an Xbox 360. And I begged my parents for an Xbox 360 and got one for Christmas because I wanted to play Minecraft so bad. And I remember one of my first ever build in creative was a like I pictured a brick factory, but I literally just made this massive brick box on a super flat world and then like filled it with glowstone and lava. Like that's literally all I did with it. The interior was like grass, just the grass block, and the walls were just literally flat brick, the original brick in the game. And now look how far I've come. I'm building fucking cities now. That just goes to show like people always talk about they're like I'm really bad at building. I'm like it just takes time, man. Even I'm not great at building. But I mean shit, I've gotten a lot better over the years. Um it's fun to reminisce on like my first builds like that though cuz I wish I still had my old Xbox 360 that I could go back and look at all those old builds cuz they're so funny. thinking about them now. Also, sorry guys, I don't have my chat enabled. I don't know if anyone is even chatting me right now, but you can comment this on the YouTube video once it's posted on my channel, Blind Sandwich. Um, I'm curious how many of you like remember how annoying the original glass block was. It's like now it's not bad at all. You know, like if you look at the glass block now, it's like you can see through all of it. But the original glass block had those fucking lines like all the way through it. I don't know. There's something nice about those original blocks, but you know, it's more convenient to not have them that way, that's for sure. Um let's see. So once I get this block done, then I'll be like 66% done because I need to get that building done as well. But that'll probably be in a different episode. I'd like to start branching out and doing more things because I've literally like I started this series like a couple days ago. Just gave you guys like a tour of everything I have so far, but like you don't understand how much I'm actually on this world. And I've been working on nothing but this apartment complex for like a week. Not like every day, but like for the past week or week and a half that I've been on this game, I've only been doing this in this world, just building apartments, trying to figure out what carpet would look like. It was from maybe a like a crappier apartment complex that just all their apartments are similar and they charge jack shit for rent. And so I've been like testing out different color combos. Some of these look like they haven't been updated since the 80s, which is kind of cool. Like this one. Like this whole block is just burgundy carpet, you know? And then like this old ass, what looks like laminate. So, I don't know. I kind of like that. It's cool. Kind of takes you back, you know? I mentioned in my last video, this world is kind of stuck in the past a little bit. Not too far, but I mean, everything I've built kind of looks like pre-2010 era, which I feel like was a very good era for America. So, I mean, that's personal opinion, but I don't know. I kind of like my world feeling that way. Is that all the trim? I think that was all the trim. I don't see anything that I missed. Okay, I'm wasting your guys' time. I am going to do calcite for the ceiling here, and the reason being is it looks a lot like when you're in a typical apartment complex or like even some houses from that era. Popcorn ceilings and textured ceilings are huge in that era, so seeing this throughout an apartment would be completely period correct for like 2008. You know, like if this apartment complex was even remodeled in 2008, you would see that. At least here in the Midwest where I'm from, I don't know much about other building styles in America, but this would be a very common ceiling style, so I'm going for that. Even my friends' apartments now have textured ceilings like this in some cases, so I don't know. I've always thought the calcite block kind of looks good as like a textured ceiling block. You get that white plaster look like it's been painted over. I don't know. I think it's cool. Anyways, sorry. I'm a builder, and I'm actually, in real life, I'm a realtor in the state of Indiana. So, I mean, I get really excited by, like, building things and basing things off of real life. There are a few houses in this world that are houses I've literally walked through in real life, showing them, or just walking through for personal interest. That's why I became a real estate agent. I mean, what you're seeing right here is why I became a real estate agent, and I love what I do. So, if you ever know anyone in the state of Indiana, or any other state who's looking to move to Indiana, you know, my name's Caleb Rourke. It's not that hard to find me on Facebook. I'm a real estate agent at Coldwell Banker, so shoot me a call. I can get you hooked up. But yeah, these apartments have been fun to make. There's gonna be an entire video of me like detailing the property as well. Maybe even two. I need to make the grass more patchy, make it look like this is in a crappy area, because it's gonna be once this area expands a little bit more. And we're gonna have like an old trailer park back here, some factories, and some rundown houses, and this is gonna look a lot crappier than it does now. Believe me, the spots for nice apartments in this world do exist. Um, there already is like a lower middle class type apartment complex in this world already. Um, I'll show it to you again once I get this calcite popcorn ceiling type shit laid down. I forgot. I usually do the doors before I put the ceiling on, but that's fine. I don't mind going back through later off cam and adding doors. Like I said, there's going to be a period where I get done with this world, or at least I think I'm done with this world, and I'm going to have to make a checklist of like literally every build and go through it and make sure that there's no more details I want to add, make sure there's nothing I missed, make sure there's nothing I messed up, and only then will I use this world for extra series. Like, I'd eventually like to use this world for like a zombie apocalypse series. There's an add-on for that, Realism Zombies, I think it is. And then there's also an add-on I'm really interested in. I don't remember what it's called. Lurkers? Something. Where it's like a horror add-on. And, there's like fucking 17 creatures, I think, that like lurk and can find you. And it's terrifying, but it looks really cool, and I'm really looking forward to doing that in this world. You can have like Blood Moon and stuff. If you guys know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But like, it's super cool, and I can't wait to get my hands on those add-ons once this is finished. I don't want to try them out until this world is finished, because I want to feel like, you know, Jesus, okay, I just had a stroke. I want it to feel like a reward, you know, at the end, like, hey, you finished this fucking world finally. Now you can finally play around with it now that you're done building it, so that's definitely something I'm looking forward to. So I'm trying to grind this out before GTA 6 comes out, because I'm going to be wanting to put a lot of my gaming energy towards GTA 6 when that comes out, rightfully so, you know. And I feel like I'm not going to be playing Minecraft as much. And as much as I love this game, we have to admit when something comes along that piques our interest, we change a little bit. I'll never like this game any less than I do right now, to my knowledge. I don't have any reason to, but I will definitely be playing a lot more GTA 6 than I would be Minecraft when that comes out, if it ever comes out. We'll see. But no, I mean, you know, I want to have that extra time to do those series. Like, even when GTA 6 comes out, I want to be able to do those series on this world and just have a good time with it, you know, not feel like I have to build anything. I will probably eventually add, like, a small town, probably in the south, maybe in the north. Might turn one of these roads that runs through the map, I might turn this middle highway into, like, a state road, you know, that continues in that direction and ends up being, like, a long path towards different cities. It comes out on the north end, too. We could, yeah, we could have different little towns and stuff, kind of like we have here in the Midwest. You just get cornfields, and then out of fucking nowhere, there's a highway, and then there's, like, skyscrapers, because, sure, why not? I don't know if the West is like that either, but I don't know. It's kind of weird around here. Like, I live in a somewhat big city, and, like, you could be down in the hood, and then, like, you know, 2 blocks later, you're in a cornfield. It's like, shit, what happened to the homies? Now we're in a cornfield. It's so funny. But, yeah, here's what I was talking about earlier about the, sort of, like, middle to low class apartments. Those are going to be low class. these are like gonna be kind of like the middle class apartments. You know, this cute little like Mediterranean almost looking building. You get all the parking spots out here, and then you know, a lot of the apartments are accessible from the courtyard. There's a pool. It looks fairly well kept. You know, flower beds could use some attention, but it's like it's here in like a somewhat crime-filled area of town. So it's not gonna be perfect. You know what I mean? Also, one build I completely forgot to show you guys in the last video was Jay's Auto Shop. This is pretty cool. And like I actually have lifts and stuff in here. But we are getting off topic. Let's go back to building the apartments, which is what this episode is about. Oh yeah, this is, once this gets all detailed, this is going to look super cool coming out of this portion of town. Like, you get the school area, it's like, okay, this is a somewhat safe area, there's definitely some crime. Then you get over here and it's just the shitty apartments and a bunch of factories and trailers and shit, and it's like, okay, this is where shit really goes down. Like, this is where the meth dealers live. This is where things happen, you know? And it's like, this is the side of town that if you're scared to drive on the southwest side over there, you better not fucking slow down in the southeast, or you will shit your pants. It's just how this side of town's gonna be. And then once you get into like main downtown over there and the suburbs, you really don't get much crime at all. Okay, I was gonna say, where are we at for centerage? That's even a word. Symmetry, I guess. Okay, what's going on here? These are the same length. Why? Oh, that's why. Okay. See, guys, when you have issues, step back and look at your build. Don't just give up, because then you'll be even more mad. Like, oh, I had this cool project, but I gave up on it because something wasn't lining up. Just take a second look. Usually it solves all your problems. Sometimes it doesn't. Like, I've had a couple builds before where I look back, I look at literally everything symmetrically, and I'm like, why is this still fucked up? And it'll just drive you nuts till you die. You gotta know when to walk away as well. So, you know. I just gave you, like, contradicting advice. This is me just kind of babbling at the end of the day. I'm really tired. I've had a long day at work. I went in at, like, 12, and I ended up being busy till, like, now. And it's 10. No, it's 11. Okay, Jesus. So, yeah. Me sitting here in my polo and my underwear and my socks, but no pants. Why? I have no idea. Got about halfway undressed and then decided, okay, I'm not going to put on pajamas, and I'm not even going to finish taking off my dress clothes. I'm just going to stream because I'm tired. There's a series coming out on my channel when a legal issue is resolved, not regarding me, but regarding a client. Nothing major, nothing crazy at all, just a court case, a very small one. And the videos that I have taken cannot be released until the court stuff is kind of thrown out the window and finished. So basically, I have been doing a investigation on a haunted house in a town about 30 minutes from where I live. And you know, if you watch my older stuff on my YouTube channel, you'll know that I'm into spirit hunting and talking to ghosts and shit like that. So I have a mini series that's going to be going up. It could be a year from now, I have no idea, but like, this house has had some crazy stuff go on in it, and we did an overnight there last night, and so I'm pretty tired right now because I only got like 3 hours of sleep. something ran down the hallway at like 4 in the morning, and so I woke up at like 7. And then went to my grandparents' house because they live like literally right across the street from that house. And chilled there for a little while, so I did not get much sleep at all. But yeah, it was kind of one of those. It's an interesting situation because I'm a real estate agent and I'm listing this house, right? And the owner, who's the power of attorney for her mother, or I guess so she's not really the owner, but she's the power of attorney over the owner because she's not competent. So she literally like wanted me to spend the night in this house to try and figure out what the hell's going on with it because she knows there's stuff going on in that house. And not to like majorly foreshadow my own material, but it is one of my most ambitious investigations yet. I've had my brother in that house, I've had my girlfriend, I've had my brother's girlfriend there, and I've had my friend Marshall, and I've had my dad there. So, it's been a pretty lengthy investigation. I'm hoping to somewhat trim so that we can eliminate some of the unnecessary stuff out of the videos. Just so you guys don't have to sit through all the bullshit and the silence of us asking questions and not getting answers. So I will try to edit. There's definitely going to be a few raw videos just because there's only so much I can edit before I lose my mind. That's why these streams are nice, because I can just sit here and fucking babble and do what I want and then literally just post it to YouTube without doing any editing. It's quite relaxing, actually. Just putting the roof on Poverty Point here. At least for this building. I'll be happy when this apartment complex gets fully finished. Because, I mean, I'm looking around here, and I mean, it's like, it's a fairly substantial chunk of the map. You know what I mean? Like, I modeled this off of a basic Xbox 360 original super flat world size. So it's about 1,000 by 1,000 blocks. And this is, this is a very large chunk of housing here. I think there's something like 66 apartments are going to be here when I'm done. Maybe. I almost thought about doing a 3rd floor to one of these, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I just don't really want to fuck with it, honestly. I mean, 2 floors looks good. I feel like if you were in this, driving through here, and it was any more than 2 streets, it would just feel claustrophobic. Or any more than 2 stories, it would just feel claustrophobic, like you're squeezed between 2 massive buildings. It already feels like that, and they're only 2 stories tall, so I mean, you know, there's going to be a lot of people in this neighborhood that aren't necessarily fortunate. Some people will be committing crimes, and they're already congested enough. We don't need a 3rd floor of those people, you know? We'll build some houses around here so that things can be a little more spread out, because 66 apartments with the, you know, crowd that would be living here could get hectic at times. We don't need 99. That's the way I see it. Let's see. Sorry, guys, I'm replying to a text real quick. Oh, sweet. Yeah, my girlfriend went and saw a band, a local band, with some of our friends from high school, and one of my acquaintances from high school. We never really got to be close friends, but I regret that because he was a really cool dude. And I never thought he had a problem with me. I just, like, for some reason, we never got close, and I do regret that. So, he was chilling with Shelby because his band played, and Shelby's in a band too. And he was like, say hi to Caleb for me. I'm like, shit, I really need to get in contact with this dude. So that's probably in my near future. Alright, let's get this last layer on, and then I think I'm going to call this a short episode, because I want to stream some survival tonight. I also want hella content to upload for the next few days, so I'm gonna put this last layer on like I did over here. So put this little bump out on this one just so it kind of covers this a little bit. Because I feel like when it lined up with it, it almost didn't look like it looked too smooth. Like it didn't look like it had enough texture. So I do like to add some texture to my builds. That looks a lot better, at least from down here. So you're walking up to your apartment, you want it to feel cozy, even if it's not the nicest place in the world. You don't want it to feel super industrial. So like even little things like this, just any extra texture, and then that's why I put the brick in too, you know? You just, the more detail on your builds sometimes, the better. So I'm going to go through and add lights to each one of these doors. Some of them will be burnt out, you know. It'll just be like the normal apartment complex. And then we'll get this finished out. And get the walls all textured and get some grass overgrowing in here. Get some dirt splotches, maybe some abandoned vehicles and vines and, you know, just some villagers hanging out around here. We're going to make this place look very, very good, if you want to call it that. So, guys, I'm sorry to cut this episode short. Usually I do like 35-minute episodes, but I am currently tired as hell, and I do want to do some survival streaming tonight, and I frankly have to go to the bathroom. So I'm going to wrap this video up here. I hope you guys did enjoy this one. I'm sorry I rambled like literally the entire episode. I have a really bad habit of doing that. If you want me to shut up, just tell me in the comments. I'll try to be better about that. But yeah, here is the start to Poverty Point. We'll get like some overgrown shit going back here. Maybe a little like protective fence from the tracks. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Depends on how nice the landlords want to be. But alrighty. Well, here we are for now. And it will get bigger. And we'll start doing some interiors maybe like soon. I'd like to shy away from doing this every episode. Like doing like 5 episodes in a row on one build. You know, kind of branch out a little bit, start getting this map a little more full, and then I can do details later. I'd just like to see the city come together sooner rather than later, so we're going to leave it for here. So if you guys did enjoy, please hit the like button. Let me know what I'm doing right. Let me know what I'm doing wrong. If you guys want the format of these videos to change at all, just let me know, and I'll tell you if I can do it or not. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. I am going to be streaming here in about 15 minutes doing some survival Minecraft with my dad and my sister. So if you enjoy that sort of thing, stick around, and I will see you there.